Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to First Sip. Good morning, Freddie Blanton.
Good morning, Daniel. I hope you are having a fantastic start to Friday.
Thank you. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to say in the introduction, and my mouth just starts moving and things come out. And sometimes my microphone works, and sometimes it doesn't.
It sounds like you're eating a pork rind no matter what, so it doesn't even matter what you say.
Oh, wow. Is the microphone that bad? Is it that bad?
Do you like pork rinds?
I like them, but I like the spicy kind, and when I eat them, it gives me a little bit of indigestion.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do
You know
like them.
who would have ever thought that we'd be eating fried pork skin?
It's a hey, and what was it? Initial Q down here in Spartanburg. They used to serve those, and I
Yeah,
loved them, but I'd never seen that before. A pork rind pig skin that gives you heartburn before you have an expensive meal.
yeah. Well, what what made me think about it was yesterday I was down in Union, South Carolina, and ate at Midway Barbecue, and they had some bags of pork rinds that I guess they made fresh there and had them sitting out for sale. I didn't
Oh
buy
no.
any though.
Yeah. I like going to a produce stand and buying fresh vegetables and fresh fruit. Farmer's market, something like that. There's something
Yeah,
about that. And the sun is shining. And we were talking about this in the beginning. It's going to be a good day. It's
yeah,
going to be a good day today. We've got great people on the bus. Let's see who's here. Joe is here. Happy to see Joe. And there's Aaron Jacobitz. It's Friday. That's a great thing. I see another Joe comment. Let's see what Joe's put here. Sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you don't. That's
yeah.
very, very true. Uh,
Now this
yeah, talk to me.
yet again, for some reason, I'm talking about food, and then AJ's comment made me want a French fry. Yeah,
Oh, it's Friday, French fries and Friday. Yeah, now I can see that. Who has the best French fries? We're talking food this morning on First Sip, baby. The best French fry. I mean, super in the mood. You just finished 75 hard and you're going to give yourself a treat and you are dying for some French fries. Where are we going, Freddie Blanton?
so if I have a choice in Spartanburg, I will tell you that the Flock Shop has fantastic French fries.
Dude.
Yeah, but if I'm having to settle for somewhere on the road, Whataburger or Zaxby's with some extra seasoning.
Oh, wow. Hey, now tell me what makes the Flock Shops fry good. And then I'm going to talk about stuff that's going to be very motivational.
Yeah, well, this is motivational. This motivates me to want to work hard until lunchtime and go eat a crinkle cut French fry that I believe is fried twice.
Wow. Hey, AJ just said QT waffle fries, and he's serious.
I have not seen these.
Oh.
I have had a QT apple pie, and I will say, buongiorno.
Hey, he says Five Guys is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, hard to beat Five Guys.
Yeah. Now,
Put
do
some
you like to
salt in
put,
there and shake them up in the bag.
are we putting salt on them or ketchup? We're putting salt, we're putting ketchup, and I like a little vinegar, not a lot, but just kind of on the side to dip those fries in. If it's the potato cut fries.
Yeah,
Freddie, I need some coffee. Before we get motivational, I need
yeah.
some coffee.
First step, let's go!
Let's get it. Mm. Oh yeah. And that is
Wow.
that is hitting good, and I'm really really glad to have that really fantastic coffee. I want to say this. I've talked about a lot of different things. I think I say all the sayings that Freddie says that I say all the time about what this actually is. But I was thinking about it this morning. This show is about doing the right thing.
And tell me why you say that.
For me, when I am when Well, we're going to get into it. I tell you what, we're going to get into exactly why. That will take. I'll start riffing, and it will take me into the whole thing. But it's about doing. It's about doing the right thing, and doing the right thing is different for everyone, right? Not everyone needs to go on a little run or do the water or do whatever it is you're doing. Though we all have to kind of overcome ourselves,
There
and
is something each one of us need to do, and
it's
it's different for everybody.
That's right. And we all know if we really look inside of our minds, that one thing, I always say it's the Pac-Man portion of the pie chart. There's one thing that we know that if we can, maybe it's a behavior, maybe it's a person, maybe it's a thing, maybe it's an action we need to take, maybe it's something we need to stop doing. But we talk about personal growth, but really it comes down to that one thing, and that's what I want this to be a reminder of every single day. Not only getting your mind right, being more intentional, getting the right mood, being around people, but encouragement to do whatever that is for you, and to do the right thing for you. So that just hit me, and I thought that I would share that. And I'm not even going to say, you know what I'm saying, Freddie. I'm not going to say that.
But we all understand what you're saying because it is an issue for everyone. There is stuff we try to avoid and we know we shouldn't. And there's stuff that we know we need to do to get us to that next level. But some of us worry about being at that next level because you're taking a seat at a different table. The table has other people sitting around that you don't know them.
That's right.
The way you perceive them is higher than the last table you were sitting at.
That's right.
So you got to be ready.
Hey, we get comfortable. I've seen this in so many different scenarios. The first one that popped into my head was Toastmasters, and you get used to the people that are in the room. And what used to be scary is no longer scary because you know the people that are in the room, and so you don't have that same adrenaline rush from your first speech. It's scary. You have a new person come in there, and suddenly you might feel nervous again, right? Because it's a different vibe, and you feel like they may not have an opportunity to know who I really am, and they're gonna make a judge. This is what goes through my head. They're gonna make a judgment about me, and it's not going to be the real story. We want to be seen for who we are, don't we?
Yeah.
And so
Just like
then
talking about yesterday,
that's right.
building your brand. The best way to do it is to actually be you.
Be you. Be you. And that lands better than anything else. And we can subconsciously, there's so much that's said and heard and felt that's why I don't really like scripts, and I like general ideas of things, because ultimately speaking from the heart and speaking your truth is what really lands. It's hard to find that line, though, because you kind of need to know where you're going, and you need to speak from the heart. So we covered a lot there, but ultimately I think this is what we're really talking about. The topic that we're really circling here: self-confidence.
Yeah.
When you think self-confidence, and folks in the comments as well, hey Vicky, great to beat up in the comments. Great to always have everybody. Self-confidence, Fred, what you think?
Oh, sometimes it's hard to keep self-confidence. It's hard to get, right? You almost have to fight for it. You have to do some things that make you feel good. You have to have some wins. You build it up, build it up, build it up. And then finally you may get to the point where you're like, I'm good at what I do. I'm a great communicator. I feel like I got everything in check. I go home. I have energy for my children. My wife appreciates me. And then all it takes, that may take 2 years to get to that point of self-confidence. But then all it takes is 1 or 2 low blows at work or out here trying to make some deals, and bam, you're back off that self-confidence.
I like a lot about that. when you've been playing the same game or a similar game and you start to you're around the same people, to your point earlier, right? You know what you're doing. You're confident playing that role. You're confident in the people that you're around and the things that you're doing. Nothing's broken. But if you're not a golfer and you go out onto the golf course and you've got all these fancy people but watching you hit that first ball, you're going to be nervous, right? You're going to be nervous that you won't want to do a good thing because that's not your world, that's not your game. But now you might get a golfer, he comes on the basketball court, just to use the sports analogy.
Yeah.
He comes out there and he's like, oh my goodness, these guys are really good. Unless, of course, they're both good at both sports, right?
All right. So here's something that I read the other day. Actually, a customer sent it to me. He used to play some baseball. And this does deal with a little bit of self-confidence. Now, think about this.
Okay.
Kind of off the subject.
I like it.
You take a baseball player and put him in any other sport, golf, basketball, football. Guess what that baseball player will do?
Bring skills from baseball into that sport.
He'll compete.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a competitor.
Yeah, fairly athletic too. You take a football player, NBA player, pro golfer, stick them in front of a 97-mile-per-hour fastball, what's going to happen?
Whew. I don't know what's going to happen.
They're going to be scared to death.
Hey, I know what happened when I went into the batting cage and got into, I think it was like 60 miles an hour, right? I'd never played, I played softball, right? The church goes out and you play a little softball. Holy cow. I mean, it hit the backstop before I was even really ready to step into it. So that was pretty tough. But
yeah, talking about that confidence, which does lead into a little bit of mindset. I thought that was a good analogy of just how to look at certain athletics.
Yeah, no, and I think it's great. I think very often when we compare, we're comparing within a game. We're comparing with a particular set of variables, and sports works great. We're not comparing on the human being level, right? Because, as we talked about earlier, everyone is playing their own game. Everyone is playing their own game, and if you're winning your game, you're winning. Now you may not be. You may compare yourself and say, "Man, I'm not a great speaker. I'm not a great whatever, and I'm not great at this." There's different measurements, but if you're winning your game, you're gonna feel good. But it needs to be. Yeah, go ahead.
Here's the way you want to be when it comes to self-confidence.
Yeah.
When you go sit in a meeting with the president and CEO, you want to be confident in that situation. And then when you go out and you have a meeting on a job site with 14 guys going over a piece of equipment, you want to be confident in that situation.
Absolutely.
When you have a family come in your office and sit down in front of you, talking about what they want to buy for their family farm, you want to be confident in that situation. And I don't think you can get that way without taking some bumps.
Now, and I'm going to give two things that I have in my experience over the last 10 years, and I've worked on my self-confidence. And to be totally clear, I was near zero, which produced a lot of issues. Okay. Number one, know thyself. We talk about it all the time, but you must learn who you are, what you want, when you are scared, what does intimidate you, what you are avoiding. We talk about the bad mirror and being around people that maybe don't make us have the greatest reflection in the world, but we learn something every time we eat one of those truths about ourselves. The other thing is, once we know ourselves, we have responsibility. Keep the promises you make to yourself, right? And so whatever that is, you play your game, you know what your game is because you're aware, And if you're winning your game, you're winning, right? If you're winning your game, but you have to have those two components in it. And then you're free to compare and call out the truth of those other games when it doesn't look so good, right? Right? I mean, because then
Right.
now I feel play some validation. Yes. Hey, what do you think, man? We're at 16 minutes. It's a
Yeah.
Friday. It's been
I
a
think it's
great
time to
week.
go be a winner.
It's time to go be a winner. Do you have a final thought, or do you want to just say, hey, we've got great people on here. Freddie makes a good point when he said Michael Jordan, who is the GOAT of basketball, played a year of baseball and did okay. Not basketball, but in business, center on the customer to help. That's right. Authentically, know yourself. Hi to the room. Hello, good to see you, Mr. Umar. We haven't had Mr. Umar on the bus, but
No, no.
hey, we need new people. Everybody go out and invite somebody to the First Sip morning live stream. We've got great things planned. In June, we're going to be in person live at the clubhouse downtown Spartanburg with a camera, with energy, hearing from everybody in the room. What you think, Freddie Blanton?
I think it's going to be a big deal.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm super pumped. And do you have anything? Because I'll keep talking.
Shut her down. Let's go. Let's go. It's Friday. We got to make something happen.
Hey, y'all have a great weekend. We will see you next week. Bye.